So on the floor for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Butler. Then it's Buddy Hield. Money from three!
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Lakers trail by 5. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter here.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. So both teams making some changes here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Curry from inside.
He's just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
Steps back. James.
Second personal foul. The fourth team foul. At the line for 2, LeBron James.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he hits both.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Here's Reeves. From deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. With team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Austin Reeves, and he nails it.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Hield. Butler, a screen on Reeves. Now Curry. It's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And the three misses. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Sharpshooters Curry and Hield pair as the backcourt. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Now Curry lets loose for 3. Cash from downtown. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
Now Kuminga. Outside Hield. Butler outside. Outside Kuminga. From 20 feet out. Yes, sir. It's good.
How about Kuminga right there, operating as the primary ball handler in screen and roll action? That is a great decision right there.
Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Here's Curry. Outside Hield. Now Curry. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Butler! Ooh, Butler for 3. With the defense all over him.
Developing that quick release. Butler making it look easier and easier.
Ayton, the screen on Hield. Here's Ayton. It's stolen by Green. Hield on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. Now Butler. James with a steal.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Now Ayton. Reeves with the ball. Green picks him up. Cashes it in.
Yeah, just a huge bucket for Reeves. How did... This guy goes undrafted, I'll never know.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Oh, deflected. Here's Doncic. James outside. LeBron fires one down.
I mean, do you think a little or even a big bump is stopping LeBron? His determination is part of what makes him a future Hall of Famer.
And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Now Eaton, and stolen by Green. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. The fourth team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Draymond Green. At the line for 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 6. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Here's Reeves. And he slams it down.
We've seen that a few times. LeBron is a master of running the pick and roll and finds his guy.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their teams.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fourth personal foul. The team is in the penalty. At the line for the Warriors, Draymond Green. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
And so it's Golden State winning this one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks a lot, guys. Draymond, congratulations on this win. What did you like best about your effort tonight?
Offensively, our rhythm was good. So, we had some bad turnovers, so we could have completed those. It would have been really good. But overall, I think we all had it going. It's a good night for us.
You made up for it in other ways. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. So long and good night, everyone.